Hey guys, Retro John here, and today I have a really awesome review. It's a kind of a quasi-retro, kind of new type of review. So I'm going to be reviewing the Masters of the Universe, the Powers of Grayskull line by Super 7. This is incredible. For years, as a Masters Universe fan, I've been waiting for these figures, and I'm going to go into a little bit of a history about these figures and why this is so important, so cool, especially if you're a Masters Universe fan. Excuse me. But before I do, I'd like to say if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let's get started. So, the Powers of Grayskull line is a line that was hinted at very late in the Masters Universe line, basically before they decided they canceled the line. And what the line was supposed to be a continuation of the Masters Universe line with an all-new hero named Hero, the most powerful wizard in the universe. And Eldor, who is known as the heroic guardian of the Book of Living Spells, was to assist Hero in his quest against evil. Not a whole lot is known about this, and there were actually some toys released for this line. It involved dinosaurs. There was a T-Rex, a pterodactyl, and I believe a Triceratops. These were kind of like robotic dinosaurs. And there were two giants known as Titus and Megator. Those were released only overseas. They were not released in America. The dinosaurs, however, some of them were released here, and all of those fetch a pretty big price. But these two figures were never released. In fact, I would say up until almost about around 20 years ago, I don't think we really even knew what these figures looked like until a website now known as He-Man.org posted prototypes of the figures. And these here are based on those prototype figures. When Super 7 took over the line from Mattel and decided to do 5.5 vintage action figures, these were one of the first sets to be shown. And these are just great. These are just exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. And let's start with the packaging. Let's go ahead and start with our hero first. So I'll go ahead and bring these a little closer to the camera and we'll take a look. First off, the packaging on here is just fantastic. I absolutely love this. They have that classic new burst right there in the corner with the Master Universe logo and the Powers of Grayskull logo. You have some great artwork of the character with his signature weapon. Here we have his name. He is known as the most powerful wizard in the universe. He is featured in this classic packaging here, complete with that little bubble dent right there. You'll see down here that the staff magically opens. And this is just a fantastic figure all around. I absolutely love the packaging. I did end up buying two of each so I can keep one in the packaging. You can see that I actually have the tab still unpunched. And here we have some amazing classic vintage style artwork. Here is Megator that I mentioned with the giants. He is Hero in action. We even have like a little profile up here. The most powerful wizard in the universe. His weapons, the power of natural magic. And his origin is ancestor to He-Man. Young Gray is, by the way, is his character's name. Transforms into Hero of Grayskull. And then, of course, on the back, we also have another little profile here. If you wish to go ahead and pause to read, you may do so. This is just fantastic. And, of course, like the other vintage card backs, we have all the little, like, what the special features and the action features and stuff like that are. And you will notice something on here, and I'll point out. It says something about a button. And we're going to go ahead and go over that a little bit. So here are some of the figures in the Powers of Grayskull line that were released and were not originally released. So there are the dinosaurs I was referring to: Bionatops, the heroic bionic dinosaur, Turbodactyl, heroic reptile with jet wings, and Tyrannosaurus Rex. and most terrifying dinosaur in the land of pre-Eternia, which is where the setting takes place. And here's our Eldor figure, and I believe that actually might be the prototype artwork. I'm not exactly sure. So, amazing artwork on this one. We'll go ahead and take a look at Eldor next. And Eldor has that same kind of blister, not as big, more stylized in that Masters Universe kind of size. And this is very hefty, by the way. Very, very heavy. You'll notice that this contains stickers, and I'll go over that in a moment. Has his name, Heroic Guardian of the Book of Living Spells. We have the figure inside. We'll turn him over. And again, we'll get some more of that amazing, amazing artwork. Excuse me. Again, we'll go over the profile. What the heck? So he is Heroic Guardian of the Book of Living Spells, responsible for transforming Gray into Hero, the most powerful wizard in the universe. His weapon is the knowledge of the ancients, but his origins are unknown. I love that artwork. Here we have some more information about the Book of Spells. You may pause to read. And then, of course, his action feature and accessory. And again, we have those figures right here. And except this time we have Hero. And yes, that's definitely the, I believe, prototype type artwork right there. So, these are fantastic. But as well, as really, really nice as these packaging are, let's go ahead and take a look at the figures out of the packaging now. So, I've mentioned that I bought two. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go over Hero. And he falls over. I haven't been having issues really standing him. This might be, of course, I'm not trying to do it on camera, so now he's going to fall over. All right, so anyway, as you can see, Hero looks amazing. Let's go ahead and go over the articulation on these. These are going to be your basic vintage articulation. So we're going to have the head moving left, right. The arms are going to move up and down. They did work in that awesome swivel with the spring-loaded punch, which is awesome. And then we have his legs are kind of on like these joints right here. I don't know how well those are coming out. So you can move them in and out. They will turn like so. And that's basically all the articulation you're going to get out of these. It's your basic Masters of the Universe articulation. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at everything else going on here. So we do have this nice cloth cape. It is removable. You can just take it off over his head if you don't want it. But I really think the red cape makes him stand out, and I'd like to leave it on. And one thing that Super 7 did do that they weren't originally going to do was make this all vac metal. And I think that is the correct choice. This was originally what was designed in the prototype. They weren't going to do it for whatever reason. Fans protested, basically, and they won out. And Super 7 said, you are right, vac metal is what we need to do, because that is what the original figure was meant to be. He has these great, nice silver gauntlets here. And with, you know, the nice little sculpting of the kind of like an arrow. We have his dark blue and red trunks. And they do not go all the way around. It is blank back here. And then we have more vac metal here for his boots, which is just a phenomenal. I absolutely love this. So, and that is our figure. Now let's go ahead and take a look at his accessory. We'll go ahead and move him off to the side for a moment. His accessory is his magical staff. This is really, really cool. I like this. For the most part, there's a few things I wish they would have done. So this has an action feature. How it works is you'll notice up here, which by the way, this is really, really pointy. Unfortunately, you need this to activate the feature. The feature is you push this in and all four of these flip up over the gem, the magic gem. Like so. But as you'll see, as you'll notice, it doesn't stay. And that is by design, because originally the design was he was going to have a button on his back, which was going to flip his arm forward and backward. That would then open the magic staff. But the staff is really cool. I absolutely love this. And I'm not sure how well this is coming out on camera. But it's got some like little black specks on here painted into it. And I think it looks really, really cool when it's closed. And I wish they would have been able to come up with a way where when you push this down, this would have stayed like that. And then somehow maybe a button or something, and it would have opened up. But I understand it. They wanted to keep it as vintage as possible. It would have been more of a new type of gimmick, I guess. You'll see here that it does have a handle. And that's going to just clasp right here on Hero's hand. And there you go. Hero, the most powerful wizard in the universe. And I think he looks fantastic. So that's going to leave us with our next figure in the line, Eldor. Eldor is a very unique figure. So we're going to go ahead and go over the articulation. The articulation is going to work a little differently on this guy. You will notice that he's got this sculpted hood on over his head. So you're not going to be able to move his head. I did manage to move it by moving his beard, but I had a really hard time moving it back. So I'm not saying it's not going to turn or not supposed to, but yeah, it's kind of a pain. So pretty much no articulation in the hood. His arms do raise, all the way around. And he does have that same wrist punch. Actually, you can hear the spring in there. Now here's where things are interesting. He does have these wrists that swivel. Not too many of these figures, if any, have this wrist swivel. And that is supposed to be able where he can hold his accessory, but not very well. I'll get to that in a moment. He does have those same knee legs that Hero does. And he's very, very heavy. He is very, very heavy. I have issues standing him. Just not right now on camera. Jesus. Always happens, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things going on here. So I mentioned he does have this sculpted hood. And it is part of all the torso and everything. And it looks fantastic. And you could see the underneath. It's wonderful sculpting for the head. I think it looks great. He also has almost, that's almost pearlized. I'm not exactly sure, but he has this really nice silver like vest or shirt underneath his little cloak. It's a wonderful gold belt that goes all the way around the figure. And then this just kind of continues on here as kind of his torso piece. That same silver kind of goes over here to the legs. And then he's got these really amazing, like, medieval boots going on for him. So all in all, not a bad figure. I actually like it. He's very hefty, very kind of chunky. But I like it. I like him. He's really, really cool. So that's going to bring me to his accessory. Now you remember his package said it comes with stickers. Well, that is where this comes in. This is his accessory. And how this works is it's a magic book. And you open it up. It does open. There we go. It opens up, and you will place the stickers inside the book. And again, this has some amazing artwork on the inside on these stickers. We have Hero with his magic staff, along with Eldor. So, and then here's the gimmick. Here's the gimmick. When you close it up, all nice, you're going to want to reopen it. Maybe. Very hard to do, so there we go. And when you reopen it, now we have some of those dinosaurs I had mentioned previously. Here we actually have He-Man on the Triceratops. And then we have our Tyrannosaurus Rex over here. Now this is the gimmick. It's basically, it's a trifold is all it is. And like so, you'll put the stickers in like so, turn it over, you got stickers there, and it's supposed to represent the magic book. So now here is an issue. So you have it open like this, and we'll bring Eldor back over here. And he's supposed to be able to hold the book. I'll bring over the instructions here. And as you can see, it specifically says, Eldor has hands that pivot at the wrist for holding the secret book of living spells. Except, I have not been able to have him do that. I honestly have not. I have tried multiple times to get this to balance just right. And the book is just too heavy for one. Even if you move it up like this, I try to have him hold it. Now he's kind of holding it like that, but that doesn't work very well either. So honestly, the best way I've been able to have him, not necessarily hold this, but I've kind of just been having him do this. And that's about as good as I think we're going to get out of that. It's kind of a bummer in a way, because it'd really be cool to actually see him holding the book. Maybe if it was just a little smaller and didn't weigh so heavy, because this again has some weight to it, as does the figure. So, but this, I mean, I think this is still going to look pretty cool on the shelf, regardless. Or if you want, you can just have the book off to the side next to him, featuring that really cool artwork. Completely up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in these figures so we can see them side by side. Excuse me. And I'll go ahead and open this back up. What the hey? And again, you could see already I have multiple stress marks. So again, maybe opening it and closing it, not the best thing to do all the time. So, all right, there we go. Here is our Hero and Eldor action figures. I think they're amazing. And what's even more amazing is in the packaging, just like the vintage figures. Check this out. Each one comes with, like, not necessarily a mini comic, but a story featuring the history of both Hero and Eldor. And these are fantastic. And they're multiple pages, too. I mean, it's really like a little book. You have concept design. There's that prototype figure that shows the vac metal and everything. So, Super 7 did a really good job, I think. And it's really great. We got this amazing poster art right here. We have the Snake Men in there. We have, we have Hero. We got some of the Giants. I mean, this is just amazing. I absolutely love this. And we got the one for Eldor here. Again, we got a little story here about the history of the Powers of Grayskull line. We've got that prototype figure right there. And if you look closely, you can see a little bit of that artwork. And it looks completely different, I think, than what we actually got. We got some more concept art for Eldor. And here's something that's really, really cool. For the first time ever, we actually get artwork. Drawings depicting of how these figures are put together. And what the original gimmick for his book was going to be. And I think that's fantastic. I really would have liked to have seen this. And again, it's just amazing information. We got some of those giants right there, Titus and Megator. We got the cover to what was probably going to be one of the mini comics. And, I mean, this is fantastic. So, I absolutely love these as a pack in extras. So, there you go, everybody. The Hero and Eldor action figures from the Master Universe Powers of Grayskull line by Super 7. Now, these have been out for quite a while. I say these have been out for almost over a year and a half, maybe a little longer. I finally picked these up. I believe it was on Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toys. I can't remember which one. No, it was Entertainment Earth. And these were running for $20 each. So they may still actually be available, but that's one of the reasons why I actually bought 2. And so yeah, I say these are excellent figures to add to your Masters of the Universe collection. If you're a collector, these are a must. Even if you don't grab the Filmation styled 5.5 vintage figures Super 7 was doing, grab these, because these were meant to be part of the original vintage line. And I think it feels really incomplete without these. So take a look on there. I got them again, Entertainment Earth. Really cheap. Hopefully they're still on there. Like I said, if not, I think they were still like $25. So even that really wasn't too bad of a price. So pick these up and enjoy. Thanks for watching.